Hey Eric, sorry this took so long. It's the holidays. So just overview of what we've been talking about in this riff is C minor pentatonic stuff where we're throwing in this tone on the first string and that being the same as going, with your index when you're like, I'm going. And those are notes he likes to feature a lot more than other people that are from like the minor scale. But you can kind of just think of them as passing tones that make it sound like that. Whereas the blues scale makes it sound like, and that's our. Which it brings me to, because in our next riff he does this. The second half of that I've never actually heard first. Right hand wise, we're using our pick and two fingers to hybrid pick. So we got index 8 8 8, then 10 10 8. We're just in third string, and then he bends up down, and those every single one it's grab 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 grab. And let's notice that has a high part of. And then he's gonna, then that's something you can always do, It's a go-to lick. But then he does this thing that's absolutely sick. So the same thing we just did was, so now he's gonna do that same bend with his index finger while playing the 10th fret, like a D shape, the same two frets, and that's our passing tone that we've been featuring so much. So he goes like that. So we've got, and it's, excuse me, and that's some shit I'm gonna start doing a lot. That was absolutely sick. So we had, that's everything that's going on in. Alright, so there's that, and then he peels off into a bunch more single notey riffs. So first he kind of sticks with what he's doing. He goes, the same exact bend that we were doing, with the first string, or rather, He does the drop back with his index finger there. One more time that riff goes. Right, so we've got this. And he goes. And actually uses the drop back note on the third string. So we've got this. So he does. Then he stops playing the high notes. And he goes. So there's us. And we'll notice the amount of attack he uses decreasing a lot to where it's almost inaudible. That's the thing he does way more than other people. Anyway, there we were. Excuse me. And, we're doing that with our index twice because we want to still be in our position to do this stuff. Alright. And he goes like, or something like that. Still in box one. Yeah, so we've got that. So we're just, and that was, down, up, hitting our index finger on the third string. And it's like you're hitting the second and third string open really quickly. Like, that's what he's doing. So we got this, excuse me. And that's, naturally down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's like his Here I Go part. And then he says. So yeah, he said some barely audible shit there. So yeah, he throws in a riff that a lot of people might even miss, but he's like, let me see what I wrote here. Yeah. So there we are. That's just all standard boxy stuff. So yeah. Anyway, you can hear it. It's in there, whatever the timing was. Great. So then he scooches. So that was the entirety of our section in first position pentatonic. Now if we think about second, it would be like here's first, here's second. And then we get to the third one, which is here's my ring finger on C. And this is our one that's 3 of these in a row. The weird string, and then on the high bit, so up top. And here we're going to be bending here, so we're just going to go no ring finger. So just get your bearings as far as where we are on the instrument. We learned this at the 10th fret, 3 of these, the weird one, like that. So, and that was in A, so we're 3 frets up in C minor. So, 11, 13, 11, 13, excuse me, 13, 15, 13, 15, 13, 15. He doesn't actually play the G string, but theoretically 12, 15, then 13, 16, ring usually, and 13, 15. So when we're playing this, the passing tone we often add is we're going, 15th, 14th, 13th, which is our blues scale note, but the one he actually throws in is going 1 fret farther, like going, to there, which is a note from the minor scale. It's not that same passing tone we've been throwing in. It's like if you were in your main blues box, it's like that note on the second string, going like 8, 9, back in box 1. And that says minor scale, minor scale. So that's the same note that he's featuring up here in all of these runs that he does there. So just get your bearings, kind of just go, there. He's also going to be bending on that note. So we can definitely say that this is kind of a minor scale solo with pentatonic overtones. Or pentatonic. Anyway, here we go. Alright, cool. So we got this all on the first string. So that we're sliding to that note. And then we're bending it. So there we go. And I think the first one's 2 fingers on the, then, so there we are. And I hate to say it, this is the type of shit you can always do in a minor blues. That's a good, I'll do that Jimmy Page thing. And he's going to hang out and play there for a while. So there's our next one. So he bends back from where we just was on that bend. Now we're going, and then it's we get actually some single notes after that. He goes, so just index, regular notes for a second, and then we get to another. So that's us, so he plays some regular notes after that. And then we have a and I think that's as far as we'll get here. Here's that whole section again. Sorry, we didn't quite do that. Yeah, that's where we got to the bam. So, yeah, we got this, fucking. Or fast, slow bend, or whatever. So there it was. So there's our new other feature tone. Which when you're up high like this, it's a lot easier to feature than going, I'm in my main box. But anytime you're in a minor key, you can throw that note in. The minor scale is like. So what did I just do? I was starting with my root on the 4th string in the C minor pentatonic at the 8th fret, box 1. So I'm going ring, root note, because this is something we mostly do up on the high strings. Then I'm going fucking 7, 8 with my first finger, 10. Then on the second string, I'm going 8, 9, 11, and then the 8, 10, 11. So yeah, this, you know, with 4-finger approach, or with expecting tens and stuff. Alright, bro, there you go. Again, sorry about the weight on that, but there it is.